There are different types of correlation. We applied the Pearson one, and they are the Spearman and the Kendall Toe. Okay, we will be going through them one by one. Okay, when and why to use Pearson's correlation in your research? It is the most common correlation method. It assigns a value between -1 to +1. As we just saw, our value was around 0.47, and it measures the strength of the linear relationship. As we saw earlier, our value was 0.47, so that was showing a low positive correlation. And both the variables should be quantitative. Okay, so the weight was a numerical variable and our pain was a numerical variable. One important thing that you all should know, and we discussed it at the start of our series of SPSS, that you always have to check whether your data is normally distributed or not before applying on any of these tests. Okay, the t-test, ANOVA, regression, correlation, they are all parametric tests. Okay, you cannot apply them on non-parametric data. For the non-parametric test, there are different tests that you have to apply. Okay. Um, Okay, so this is a Pearson correlation between job satisfaction and burnt out. They have one of the example I wanted to share, and it was found to be, so this is job satisfaction and this is the burnt out. Its value has come out to be -6.50, and the significance is positive. It's less than 0.05. Minus means that there is a negative relation. If you are having less burnt out, you are having more job satisfaction. Okay. This show that an increase in burnt out leads to a decrease in job satisfaction. So the relation exists, but it is negative. Okay. When and why to use Spearman correlation, that was between the Pearson. Okay. We will now be looking at their differences also side by side. Pearson was between two quantitative variable. Okay. That both should be numerical. One is weight and the other one was pain. The one is burnt out and the other one was job satisfaction. Now we have the Spearman. And for the Spearman, one should be qualitative and the other should be quantitative. Okay. And of course, the relationship is not linear. If it is linear, we would have gone for Pearson. If it is non-linear, we can use the Spearman relation. Okay, so it is used when the data is not normally distributed. That means it's a non-parametric test. There are some ordinary variables present. Out of the two, one is quantitative and the other is qualitative. Okay, so then we can use a Spearman correlation. So let us apply that. Okay, so for the Spearman, we will be using the weight, okay, and the gender. Okay, so is it satisfying all the requirements we have? One of the variable is quantitative and the other is qualitative, yes. And non-linear relationship, of course, because mm, the data is not between two quantitative variables, so we can assume that the relationship is not linear, but we can apply a correlation test and then I will have to apply the parametric test. But for now, because I'm showing you guys more of the relationship between how to apply the Spearman. So we will just go for using the Spearman test. So weight is here and I will apply the gender. Okay, and nothing else, two-tailed flag significant correlation and apply Spearman. Okay. So now it has come out to be no, a negative correlation is showing between them, between the gender and the weight, that it is minus, uh, it's showing that there is a negative correlation between the gender and the weight. Okay. And also we can see, so that was around, yes, it is minus 0.2. So it's saying that there is a negative correlation between gender and weight. But now here we have just got to know that it is negative. Okay, we don't know that what is the relation. For that, we will have to go for applying the regression models. Okay, we will be discussing them in the next session. Okay, just let me do one thing. Let me check whether it was a linear plot or a non-linear plot. Okay. So I will once again go into the regression model as in compared to in the horizontal, I will be putting the gender, and in weight, I will be putting it here and I press OK. No, I don't want the box plot. I want the regression variable plots. So categorical variable bar, line, box plot charts are produced. I want the box plot. Okay. The plot is not showing because once again the thing is because there are two non-quantitative variables, so it is unable to plot the plot on the scatter plot. Okay, for that we need a little bit of a quantitative data. Like if it was years and then it was weight, then it would have been able to. How can it plot between two ordinal variables and the weight? Okay, so that was about the Spearman, and the last one is the Kendall Taw. Let us go through that also. Okay, so you have understood the Spearman correlation. It is used when the data is not non-linear relationship. One of the variable is ordinal or qualitative, you can say, and it's shown like this. Okay, the Kendall law is used when both the variables are qualitative. You just want to see between two variables if they are qualitative. You want to see what's their relation. You don't know. You want to see. Don't want to see the trends and stuff like that. Trends you are able to analyze more and better in a Pearson correlation. You just want to see do they have any relation or not. So between sex and between the back pain, because both are qualitative, I will be applying my last test. That is the candle toss. Okay, so I will be not choosing this one. I will put it back and the back pane. I will add it here and I will add the candle top Pearson. I will remove. Okay, so correlation is just showing me the relation. Okay, so it is saying that there is a negative correlation between back pain and gender. If I want to explore it further, that which gender is having more back pain and what is the relation between them, I will go into the regression models, which we will be explaining in our next session. Okay, so thank you. So once again, let me summarize it a little bit. Correlation is just to show is there a relationship or not and what is the strength of the relationship. Okay, and if two variables are qualitative, we can go for the Kendall straw. If both are quantitative, we will go for the Pearson. If they are mixed, we will go for the Spearman. And Kendall Taw and Spearman are non-parametric test. Pearson is a parametric test. And that was it about the correlation.